Dafabet RCA 50 over Premier League. Just seen the toss there. Rosina with the two captains. Zonik winning the toss and deciding to bat. The two batters already in the middle there. Wilson Itanga will be taking striker, joined by the young Daniel Gumyusenje. Opening the bowling for Telugu Royals will be Mitari Ivan, the experienced campaigner. Crucial game for both teams. They know there is implications for the loser of this game. Could go down to Division 2. And main reason why both teams have now recruited overseas players. From Zonik, you'll see the likes of Asaba Brian, who has done it for them in the past. Pascal Mununji, national team player for Uganda there. And for Telugu Royals, they bring in the young, exciting Ronald Lutaya alongside Steve Wabose, the left armer. We're all set, and of course I'm joined by Rosine. Good morning.
Good morning, Criton.
Just having a look at the teams. And just to go down quickly for Telugu Royals, their captain Ramu Morapundi will be taking field. Samba Shiva, the wicket keeper. Just mentioned Leonard Rutaya, Steve Wabose, Jyoti Basu, Nyonguru Kamana Joshua, Syed Ali Haida, Tuizere Jambosko will be very key with the bat. Ishimwe Arnold and Mitari Ivan, who is running in now. Fast delivery to Wilson Nitanga. Starts off way down the offside and is signaled wide. Loud cheers from the dugout at Zonika. On the mark. And for Zonik Tigers today, with those two internationals from Uganda, it means the likes of Niyoshuti Eli won't be playing today. He'll be number 12. And Ziza Jasper, the young 16-year-old. Much better this time from Mitari. Very overcast here at Gahanga. Interesting that Martin won the toss and decided to bat. The ball could do a bit early on, and the Telugu Royals will know. Looking at the field for Mitari, of course, there is a slip and a sort of a gully. The two fielders outside the circle is the deep square leg and the third man for Wilson. Much fuller and slight bit of swing. This is a game that Wilson Nitanga is suited for. He can bat time. He's not one that is rushed. Actually, is at times accused of being too slow in the T20 format. But of course, coming into the 50-over league, it is where he belongs. Much better lines. Mitari now has, besides that wide to start off, he's quickly adjusted. Good pitch, you'd say, for both bat and ball. It's been rolled nicely. It's very hard. There is a bit of grass. Ooh, the in-swinger. Display of skills from Mitari Ivan. We've seen outswingers and then that last ball brings it back into the right-hander. And Wilson leaves it on length, you'd say. I'll be looking to see what this pitch will do when we get on the spinners. Already seen a bit of life for the seamers. Oh, trying to do the double trick, give him an in-swinger and then the outswinger, but it just goes a bit too wide. Mitari Ivan, a very experienced bowler, and he's been working very hard behind the scenes. He wants to get back on that national team. Just a reminder, the Rwanda national team will be playing in the West African tournament there on the 3rd of October. And of course, a very strong side Rwanda has come up with. The introduction of Amza Khan, Nadir Mohammed will be very key. And Coach Lee there, very confident this could be the team. The main target for Rwanda will be upping the rankings. They are the lowest ranked side in that tournament. But mark my words, after that tournament, we could see them come up. Soft hands from Wilson, but still yet to get off the mark. Good aggression in the field. That should be the end of over number 1. The score is 2-0. Interesting move here by Telugu straight away. I was about to say they are bringing on spin, but there is something going on out there. The umpire Veronica having a word with the wicket keeper Shiva. I'm just trying to work out what could be the issue. Something to do with Steve Wabose on your screens there in the yellow hat. The umpires, as you'd understand, trying to make sure everything in terms of the registered names is on point. It looks like we're all set. Spin to start off from the other end for Telugu. The Ugandan left armour, Stephen Wabose, bowling to Daniel Gumusenje, who will be facing his first delivery. And of course, the field setting for the spinner straight away. That long on. And the deep mid wicket. Interestingly, there is no sleeper. I would have liked to see a slip there for Steve, but we'll see. Flight delivery, and straight away Daniel is off the mark. Good intent. Bosco there. Probably could have been slightly quicker. You can see the keeper is not happy. That should have been a dot in Shiva's opinion, and I do not disagree. But it's good to see the intent from the young Daniel. He knows Wilson will be batting time, so he will be looking to be the one to at least try and up the ante. It's coming from left arm over is Steve. Bit flatter on that occasion. And you see a lot of that from Wilson. He'll just look to wait for that bad ball. Doesn't rush really. Very solid. Ooh, flighty delivery inside edge. Will he come back for 2? Good running. And that could be the reason why I would like to see a slip. Those edges, it's still a new ball. One might turn, one might keep its line. And it will bring both the outside and inside edges But still there is no slip. Good pitch though. Very, very good pitch. The ball is coming onto the bat nicely. Change of field here from Steve. He's parking that leg side, which leaves a very big gap behind point. Fly to delivery. Very windy. You can see Wilson just trying to access that big gap there behind point. Only got a bit of too much bat on there. He just needs to have a slight touch. And if the ball is flat enough, it could go to the boundary. Pushed again straight to Bosco, who this time is very quick to keep it to a dot. And that should be the end of over number 2. 5 for no loss. Rosine, how do you see this start from Zonic Tigers?
As we see, this is a different between this game and the last game. We saw how the chance came in for the last game. For the second ball, we saw gave a chance away. But today, I like the way he is strong. And now he is trying to use his mind just try to get lands in right way, not like how he will last game. That will be, for me, I think it will be a good day for them, because we also saw them bringing into the other 2 guys that can also hit the ball to get them lands. That is the day they have to take this game, because as you said before, someone who is going to lose this game, I don't know where he's going to fit for in this Division 1.
Yeah, very right there. And of course, we mentioned it is the reason why they have both brought in very strong sides today. And you feel had they done the same for their previous 2 games, both sides, probably the results would have been different. Both teams yet to get a win. Mitari is back. He's bowling now to Daniel for the first time. Ooh, well left by the young man. Very, very good line and length from Mitari. You can see he's planning something. He's just trying to keep the bat at one line, and then all of a sudden he'll change the swing and the line. There is that slip there. We'll be waiting patiently. Ronald Utaya. Oh, you can see very, very good delivery there. Look to shape in and then just move the way after bouncing. Lovely skill from Mitari. He's not the quickest, but I'm telling you, he is very good when it comes to execution, and a new ball in his hand. Good luck. Quickly, immediately you see another slip being brought in there in the form of Bosco Tizere. They can sense a wicket. We've seen Daniel is looking to play shots. Might bring a chance for them. They know for Wilson it will require a very good ball to get him. It's just batting time. And of course, he has a tournament coming up in Nigeria. For him, this could be a chance to get himself in, which of course Zonic will not mind. They need to bat the 50 overs. That is the first and main target from Captain Martin there to his batters. Ooh, lovely delivery there from Itari. Bit more swing on that occasion. Daniel just lets it go. This RCA Premier League being brought to you by Dafabet. Watchfully play there by Daniel. He's not tempted. Anything that is outside of, he is not going after. He'll just look to get himself in, get used to the line, and of course, how the ball is coming off the pitch. And you can't help but feel those 2 fielders, of course, are playing on his mind. Oh, and again, shaping away there, Mitari. Keeping it outside off. I've told you, watch out. He'll come, of course, and give you 3 or 4 outside off, and then one that goes straighter and swings back in. And with one more delivery left in the over, this could be the one that Mitari will look to try and attack the stumps. It might keep the same line outside off, but shape it in. And if Daniel leaves it again, he might be caught. Oh, there you go. But what a shot, young man. Beautifully played through the covers. Will it go all the way? The chase is on from the captain, Ramo. In vain. Fast boundary from Zonic Tigers off the bat of Daniel. Mitari, as expected, looked for the stumps there, trying to attack the in-swinger. Beautifully played.
That is the lizard of patience. He will use to left all 5 balls, but this is the one he was waiting for. That is a very good and impressive knowledge from this young man, Daniel. I like the way he is playing. He's just totally different with Chris Namuharany by how he's shown up himself.
Yeah, for those of you wondering why Rosin just mentioned Chris, of course, as well, will come in later for Zonic Tigers. He's a very good young player, and most people feel he's over-attacking. He'll always get a start, but then throw it away, and most of the fans here have been saying if only Chris can stay there a bit longer, he has the potential to score big runs for Zonic. And on that occasion, you saw Daniel waiting patiently, and when the ball was there to attack, he played it nicely. He didn't even try to overhit. Good timing, and he picked up a boundary. The score is 9 for no loss. You would say not explosive, but a good watchful start from Zonic Tigers.
That is now a 4th over of this game today. Now Steve comes in again. He bowled the last over very well. Let's see if he's going to copy what he did. But also the ground no change. It looks like how it was for his first over. But as you say, he might have a slip because these edges can come anytime without knowing unconsciously. That is how they have to think along that lines for keep climbing them, not getting extra lines or lines that are not there.
Very, very windy at Gahanga. I'm surprised they are not opting to use Ishimi Arnold at the other end. There could be a plan, maybe through the team meeting, that they might have realized either Wilson or Daniel might struggle against Pin Ali. And very flat on that occasion from Steve Wabose to start off. I would still like to see a slip in. He has changed now. He's coming from around the wicket. Flight delivery and punched straight to covers. Watchful steal from Wilson here. They've won the toss and they elected to bat. Is Zonic Tigers. #1 target for them is play the 50 overs. And that man there on your screen, Wilson, will be very key in playing those 50 overs. He can bat time, I'm telling you. It doesn't get tired. I've seen him in training bat for 2 to 3 hours. So this will not be really a challenge for him. Flighted. What a shot. Deft touch. Wilson Nitanga pierces the gap for another boundary. He's fast. Just have a look at that shot from young Wilson Rosin.
That was a very good skills from him. Feel that even he was not knowing where the ball it is. That is how Wilson is playing slowly and getting his lands easily. That is the way, no speed of the ball, but he also tried to use it. How the ball it comes is how I'm going to play it. Good deliver again and good shot from Wilson, not saying I'm here to bat, that is my job. That is how he is showing himself. Very nice, Wilson.
And again, same shot, same result. Doesn't bother running Wilson Nitanga. Steve Wabose is not learning that line with the way the field is set will not work. Wilson will not miss out. And of course, if there is a plan to get him, you might have a slip with that line. Another boundary, 8 runs off the over.
What a shot. That was a good one, Lily one. He said that was a surprise shot. It was my plan. Was an expensive over from Steven. That's how the good batter can pick the weakness of the bowler and then he use it. That's very nice. Good skills from Wilson, trying to go ahead with Gumsenge Daniel, who is showing also the best thinking on his edge.
Now, of course, I mentioned keep an eye out. The pitch is good for bowling, of course, and for batting. We've seen for the seamers there is some swing and good carry. And in terms of the batting, the ball is coming onto the bat nicely. However, I was interested to see if there was turn for the spinners. And so far, 2 of us already from Steve Wabose. We haven't seen really turn, you'd say. So if I was the captain, probably bring in another seamer from the other end and use the new ball. It is overcast. Don't think the spin really is the way to go with the new ball on a pitch that is not turning. Mitari back to ball his third over to Daniel Gumisenje. Oh, flicked away. That should be another boundary. The chase is on. Save your legs, young man.
That is Daniel for you. Good use of hand and well praised to that shot. That was very nice. Daniel now is showing up how this game is crucial to them. That's very nice to see. Now, what you are saying was very nice. This captain had to think about not bringing back spinner because we saw the swing on this wicket and also the ball is easy to pick for the batters. That's why the also bowlers, they need to use their mind times.
Well, interestingly, after that shot, they push the mid-wicket down to the boundary and bring in extra cover. Looks to me like they are reacting to the boundaries. It was just a bad ball from Itari. And again, going down the leg. A loud appeal. Definitely going down the leg. I don't know. Probably could have been a change of plan from Itari and the captain. He has been bowling that tight 4th stump line. But from this over, looks to have started now trying to attack the pads, trying to attack the stumps. I tell you, he should be very precise. Daniel will not miss out. He's very good off the pads. Let's see Mitari again. Ooh, false start there. Zonik, after getting, you'd say, a solid, watchful start, you feel they're now looking to start to play their shots. It is getting a bit darker here. Hopefully the rain clouds will stay away. This looks to be a promising game. Again, Mitari going down the leg and punished. Not with power, but with skill and touch from the young Daniel. I've mentioned if that is the plan to attack the pads, it is not the right one. He's very good off his pads. Mitari.
The key I'm seeing here is just seeing the ball. What is happening there? He is seeing the ball as like a big ball, but that is the way to be a good batter. Now, this is very good. Mitali, we know the last game he bowls 9 over 0.4, took 4 wickets. We believe he can do it, but now it's so hard to him. Let's see how well placed again. Good batting from this and good pickup to this Mupenzi, who is also aggressive in this ground, trying to do a good fielder. That is very nice fielding from him.
Much better line there. That was a much better delivery than the last ball that Mitari just bowled. That is where you'd like to be. A new ball with a slip in. Have no business bowling to the pads. Oh, Fuller, driven chance. Oh, Mitari drops Daniel. And Daniel feels as well. That should have been a boundary. Very, very bad ball. Missed time straight to the bowler who was in his follow-through. Could not really gather himself to take the chance. Surprised him. Survives the young Daniel. Expensive over so far. 8 runs already with 1 more delivery left to go. Slow ball in the air. Ooh. Just goes through the gap for a single. That ends over number 5. The score reads 26 for no loss.
This is also the time to welcome Zaid Dikan. He is also joining us in commentary box. Good morning, Zaid.
Good morning, everybody. Lovely to be back here in the commentary box. And what a game we've got on hand here. 26 for no loss after 5 overs. We've got young Daniel, who's playing on the edge here, giving away chances, but it's a positive start by the youngster. He's been struggling off lately, but today seems to be having his day. He's got some lives here. Coming from the airport end now is Ramu. Introduction of spin. There's a hint of grass on the pitch there, and knowing these youngsters, they get too excited with the level of pace being offered by the spinners, so they might create an error of judgment of sorts to pick up their wicket. And they've got to really push Telugu Royals here.
I was expecting to see probably a seamer from this end as well. However, Captain Ramu decides to bring himself on. They are insisting on using both seam and spin. And we'll have a look. He has a long on and long off coming into ball to Daniel. Much better there. Very good start from the captain. And Daniel just lets it go. Having a look at probably how Ramu is bowling and if there is any turn for him. We saw nothing really for Steve, the left armer. Still, there is no slip. Much flatter and pulled away. Oh, misfield. This should be 2. Running hard. Come back for the 2. And that should have been a dot. Misfield by the fielder there at mid-wicket.
Butterfingers there by the fielder. Should have been just a single at most, but happens to gift away a couple of more runs there. And it was a delivery to be punished. Got away with it. Once again, good rotation of strike. Very, very quick between the wickets these two youngsters are. And that is what's expected out of Zonic Tigers. A team that is hunting for points. And also Telugu Royals having faced their first competition, which was washed away due to the weather conditions. And today as well, it seems to be a bit gloomy out here. Dot delivery there. So far just 2 runs being given by the captain. Lots and lots of responsibility resting upon his shoulders here.
What a shot. My goodness. The touch from these 2 youngsters. Quietly. Nobody moved. Just picks the gap. And I don't like what I'm seeing here from the captain. He's bowling way flatter. Not giving the ball any chance to spin here, Zaid Khan.
Let's have a look at that. He's just pitching far, far away from his body and just using the pace, just guiding it in that gap. And it goes all the way for yet another beautiful boundary off the blade of Gumisenge. Once again, just dropping it. A drop and run. Very, very good. I beg your pardon, no run this time around. And with that, we come to the end of the 6th over. 32 for no loss. Team Zonic Tigers.
Yeah, and of course going at 5 runs and over. And you can just see there on your screens that the projected will be around 260. They will not mind. However, I'm liking the feet movement from the young Daniel. He looks much better player of spin than I last saw him. This could be the first change from the pavilion end. It looks like Ishimwe Arnold is getting ready to replace Mitari, who maybe just needs a rest. We saw in that previous over, he went for 9 runs. It's very unusual for the likes of Mitari to go for 9 runs in a 50-over game in 1 over.
But again, Clinton, knowing someone like Mitari Ivan, you've played with him, you've trained with him, someone who's been part of the national side as well, in the national colours, someone with a bit of experience backing himself up. If you see in his previous over, he had a slip fielder set up, and bowling again down the leg is something, as a bowler yourself, might like to explain what sort of strategy he was trying to
I
show.
felt honestly when he started off, he was bowling nicely outside off, and they just kept leaving the ball. And the plan for him was to give at least 3 or 4 balls down the offside and then attack with 1. And I didn't mind that plan. I just feel he was attacking. He was looking for the wickets too much. I don't really ever have an issue with a bowler waiting for the batter to make a mistake. So he should just have waited maybe. Ishimi Ano though starts off on the pads and is walked away. Ooh.
Tight.
Very tight there.
Lovely bit of pick up there, just missing it by a feather. Would have been a lovely dismissal. Not so good for Daniel. It's good to see him putting up these runs, much needed runs for him as a youngster who trains quite often here at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium.
Now, I would like to let you know, Zaid, Ishimwe Arnold is one of the, I would call, unorthodox bowlers to face. He's very uncomfortable to face. He's not very quick. He doesn't swing the ball much, but he just has this hard action to pick up as a batter. And you can see Daniel struggling.
And he does get, from the action you can see, it's a high release point, and coming off that surface there, he's getting good amount of bargain out of that pitch. He's getting ample amount of bounce as well, and he's keeping it in a very aggressive channel towards Gumisenge at the moment, just keeping it outside off stump. As a batsman who's been defending it off the middle and the leg, doesn't get easy. And variation there on this time around, you see he was bowled much fuller into the block hole there, targeting the stumps. So he is a very thinking bowler. He's trying out different approaches here to the batsmen, not allowing them to settle with one similar sort of delivery. Lovely delivery once again, just bowling that hard length to the batsmen, not giving them that sort of comfort to open up their arms.
Knowing Wilson, I know he's sitting there waiting for that short outside off ball. It is the gap to get a boundary. Much fuller and driven powerfully. Square drive there. Picks up 2. Good start here from Zonik. Very promising.
Fair decision by the Zonik Tigers, winning the toss and electing to bat first. Probably aware of the weather forecast coming their way. Telugu Royals would be much worried about the sounds of the thunderstorm, as they can hear in the far distance. It'll be interesting to see how limited this game will get to.
Yeah, quite concerning, Zaid Khan. It's very clear there is rain around the corner. And won't be surprised to see the ground staff now getting ready. Oh, what a shame. What a shame should the rain come down. Looks to be a promising, mouth-watering contest. Remember, Telugu Royals have the batters as well, the likes of Ronald Rutaya. Fuller delivery. Punched, you'd say. Down to long off for a single.
Rain definitely can be such a villain when it comes to the story of cricket. We saw a game being washed away yesterday. England versus India. Drop short of the fielder there. One bounce.
Well, Zaid, I've noticed that surprisingly, I don't know if it's something that has to do maybe with climate change. I don't know. That most of the competitions going around the world, lots of rain everywhere at the same time. It's quite a shot there. Nice check drive on the on. That is a shot of a good player. It's only a single, but I'm telling you, that is a proper shot. That's a shot that indicates someone is in form.
It definitely indicates someone has been in the nets for a very long time.
Yes, Zaid. That is a shot of someone who's taken a lot of throwdowns.
It's very good to see the youngsters putting up a show like that. Oh, vivid looking delivery there by the captain. Speaking of the rainfall here, we've had plenty of months of heat this year around. Lots of heat. Something that the Rwandans haven't been used to, but they had to adapt, and now comes the rainfall. Ramu, the captain, keeping it tight after that one odd wide delivery that he bowled early on. Looking at Wilson Clinton here, being also the skipper of the national team yourself, where do you think Wilson should be headed after a couple of weeks here as a youngster who's been part of the national side? Would you like to see the aggressive approach by him, or would you like him to tone himself within that phase and just play along the innings and play an anchor innings, or take his chances? Which one would you want him to do?
Yeah, Wilson, of course, many people have said in the past he's guilty at times of being a bit too slow. However, I do understand what Zonic Tigers will want from him. They've really struggled with playing all the 50 overs, and he is one of those players we know for sure can bat all the 50 overs, and I don't mind him being the anchor for this innings. Daniel is timing the ball nicely, and of course, remember there is Asaba, Brian, Pascal, there's Chris. I don't see an issue with strike rate. For me, Wilson, bat all the overs, get ready, of course, for that Nigeria tour by playing himself in. Nicely played, rotating the strike nicely. The two youngsters here looking unstoppable.
And again, when it comes to the opening bowling performance by Telugu Royals here, it's something they've been guilty of in the past. They've not been able to capitalize early on with a new cherry in hand. Last time around playing IPRC, they ended up giving 83 runs before picking up their first wicket, allowing batsmen to settle and take their time, and just allowing them to have a firmer grip upon their opponents.
Oh, Zaid Khan. Oh, this could be the last over. There is a drizzle at the moment. May not show on your screens, but there is short ball, and that is what Wilson has been waiting for. Very unlucky to miss out there. Picks out Ronald retired Gali.
Yes, really sad to see as the gates of heaven have opened up and the showers are coming down upon us here at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. Not a pleasant sight, but the game shall continue as last as possible. Lovely running between the wickets by these two. In no time they pick up a double. The conversion rate is really, really impressive.
Well, the rain is now really kicking up, getting heavier. I won't be surprised to see the umpires call on the ground staff. Soft hands sent back by Daniel Gumisenje. They know this could be the last over, and they would like to go into the break with 10 wickets still intact. Last delivery coming up from Ishimu Arnold. Very unorthodox, I mentioned. Short ball. Ooh.
And that's where you see it going past the sleep cordon. There was no sleep there. Should have been a comfortable catch if the fielder was placed as the previous over. Just takes the outside edge and reaches the boundary ropes in no time.
Soft hands from Wilson. He knew there is no sleep. They opted for a gully. So all he really had to do was just open the face of the bat. And as predicted, that will be the covers coming on. It's getting heavy at Gahang, and hopefully this doesn't last too long. Very, very good start from Zonic Tigers, and of course a game that now they are looking set for a big total. The rain comes in, unfortunate, but we'll have to wait and see. 47 for Nolos after 9.
Not much we can do about it. Mother Nature playing its part. We'll just have to comply and wait upon the showers to go by.
Respect. 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 Respect.